The Holy Gospel according to Matthew chapter 10 verses 7 to 15. At that time, Jesus said to his apostles, "As you go, proclaim that the kingdom of heaven has come near. Cure the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those with leprosy, and drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give. Do not get any gold or silver or copper to take with you in your belts, no bag for the journey or extra shirt or sandals or a staff. For the worker is worth his keep. Whatever town or village you enter, search there for some worthy person and stay at their house until you leave. As you enter the home, give it your greeting. If the home is deserving, let your peace rest on it. If it is not, let your peace return to you. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town and shake the dust off your feet. Truly I tell you, it will be more bearable for Sodom and Gomorrah on the day of judgment than for that town." A healing reflection inspired by Matthew chapter 10 verses 7 to 15. Go and proclaim, the kingdom of heaven is near. Part 1. The kingdom of heaven, a gentle calling amidst life's journey. Dear friend, if there has ever been a time in your life when the world felt like a vast, dry desert, barren, lonely, and devoid of hope, then take a moment now. Sit down in stillness and listen again to the words Jesus spoke to his apostles before sending them out on their mission. Go and proclaim, the kingdom of heaven is near. This is not a cold command. It is a tender whisper. Like a breeze at dawn. It is a soft light breaking through the night. It is the heartbeat of a loving Father waiting for his children to come home. The kingdom of heaven is near, not far, near enough to be felt by the heart, seen through the eyes of faith. Perhaps you can't see it with your eyes, but if your heart is open and yearning, you will find that the kingdom begins within your very soul. A story of healing through faith. An old tale from a humble village in India tells of a poor beggar who lived in a tattered hut by the roadside. Every day, he received a few small coins or leftover bread from passers-by. Strangely, whatever little he received, he would always share with someone even poorer than himself. One day, someone asked him, "Why do you share when you have so little?" The old man smiled gently and said, "I have been given freely, so I give freely." When he passed away, villagers found in his hut an old Bible and a handwritten note. The kingdom of heaven is not far from here. It lives in every act of love. Part 2. Healing, a vocation meant for all. When Jesus sent his apostles out, he said, "Cure the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers, and cast out demons. Freely you have received, freely give." Today, not all of us can heal with miracles, but each of us can bring healing through love. A timely hug, a word of encouragement, a forgiving look. These two can save a soul drowning in despair. A modern-day story. In a bustling city, a young woman stood on the edge of depression. She was worn out from work, broken-hearted from failed love, and misunderstood by her family. One rainy afternoon, she wandered the streets aimlessly. Out of nowhere, a woman stopped her car, rolled down the window and said, "It's raining. Do you need a ride?" That small act changed her life. She later said, "At that moment, I felt seen. Through that gentle woman's eyes, I saw God." The woman in the car never knew how her kindness saved a soul. But that is healing. That is the kingdom of heaven coming near, through a window. In the Rain. Part 3. The missionary's luggage, sacred simplicity. Jesus instructed his disciples, "Do not acquire gold, or silver, or copper for your belts, or a bag for your journey, or extra tunic or sandals or a staff." This was not an endorsement of poverty but a call to radical trust in God's providence. When we step out in love and service, we are invited to let go of excess, of pride, of material attachment, and to journey light in faith. The story of Saint Francis of Assisi. Saint Francis was born into wealth, the son of a merchant in fine silks. Yet, he gave up everything, his inheritance, his clothes, even his name, to live among the poor. One day someone asked him, "Why do you live in such poverty?" He smiled and replied, "I am not poor, I am light. The more I let go, the more space I make for God." Part 4. Offering peace, a gift that never wastes. Jesus said, "As you enter a house, greet it. If the house is worthy, let your peace rest on it. If not, let your peace return to you." This truth is beautiful. When you offer goodness, even if it's rejected, you lose nothing. That peace you share returns to your heart like a river that never runs dry. One last story. In a quiet countryside, an old parish priest had served his community for over 40 years. Many loved him, but some whispered hurtful things behind his back. One day, accused unfairly in public, the priest bowed his head in silence. Yet he still visited homes, blessed families, and prayed for everyone, as if nothing had happened. Someone asked, "Why aren't you angry?" The priest smiled and said, "Peace does not depend on whether others understand me. Peace is God's gift. When I offer it and it is not received, God returns it to me." Part 5. When rejected, still called to walk forward. Jesus concluded with honest words. "If anyone does not welcome you or listen to your words, shake the dust off your feet when you leave." Not every good act is received with joy. Not all love is returned. But that does not render it worthless. You are called to move forward, not in bitterness, but in peace, knowing you were true. Mother Teresa once said, "We are not called to be successful, but to be faithful." Conclusion. You, too, are sent. Dear friend, Jesus sent his apostles to share the good news. But today, he sends you, not to travel far, not to carry heavy burdens, only to live with a beating heart, open hands, and gentle eyes. Begin today with a sincere greeting, a compassionate gaze, a quiet act of love. You are planting seeds of the kingdom. Freely you have received, freely give. And if you are the one in need of healing now, know this: God is also sending someone to heal you. Do not close your heart. The kingdom of heaven is near, and it begins exactly where you are standing.